say, I want to say thank you to all of you that view my videos and say thank you to all of my subscribers. I send your beautiful energy back to you for spending time with me and listening to the message. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate you greatly. May God bless everything that your hands touch. Hand over heart for the affirmation. I am not society script. I am my own definition. I am not of this system, but a flame from God, source, the divine. I don't stress about what I can't physically fix. I let go of that. If I can't fix it in 15 minutes, I let go of that attachment and I monitor the use of my own energy. Today I was like, let me try to piece it together. And I was like, it ain't gonna piece together. Because I really wanted to do something. I said, well, if it ain't here, that means I can't do that particular thing. I was looking at my time that I spent with God daily, and I was seeing where I was working so hard, but slipping in complete stillness. So I said, oop, it happens. And this is why I don't judge nobody. It can happen to anyone. So I saw it. I said, oh, we need to ruffle this back up. And when you see it, will you correct it or will you keep going on that path? I was doing the same level as before, but this level is requiring more of me. I'm getting my footing and feeling my way around as I also release the old, balance my life, and ground myself amidst everything going on around the world. Not making excuses, just saying this process isn't easy. It isn't easy walking away from everything that you've ever known. The seeds you bore out of your vessel. And walking away, and today I made peace with it. There were no tears. I just made complete peace with it today. And I said, God, I'm okay. I didn't know if I was going to make it, but today I am really okay. I'm good. And God was like, I'm glad. He was like, I was going to give you all the time you need. He said, because what I just asked you to do was tear your whole life apart. He said, I had you to do it in stages because I just asked you to remove yourself from everything. You're standing out here naked in the world. And for anyone to say anything to you outside of that, he said, I want to see them do the same thing. I said, you're right. I didn't see it like that. He said, look how powerful you are. You walked away from it all. And you still standing. You didn't fall apart. And he was talking to me today. He said, I want you to see that. I want you to see that you didn't fall apart. Whew. If it was many more, and the process hasn't been easy, and if it was, many more would be doing it. I don't watch the news, but I feel the pull of those that are looking for something grounded. I feel the pull. If you're grounded, you feel it. You feel it too. And you reset yourself as well. It's a little disconcerting at times, but that's what anchors do. They don't allow the boat to pull them off course, but also not controlling it either. It's a seesaw effect that is quite difficult, but also exhilarating. We're all humans doing the best we can to make it on a daily basis with the cards that we were dealt. When we surrender to God, the divine source, whatever you call God, the supreme being, we're able to see it from a different perspective that allows us to see all sides, not just ours. I woke up yesterday morning at 3:20. Woke up this morning at 3:10. After I went to bed at 1:30. God kept me up just talking, and I just kept writing notes. Just kept writing notes. Kept writing notes. Just kept writing notes. I was like, God, I'm really tired. I know you don't sleep or slumber, but your daughter really wants to lay down. I'm kind of tired. And God was like, I've kept you up for a reason. Don't you feel that? And I was like, yeah, it felt, I was sitting on a bed, just like I'm sitting in a chair right now. But it felt like my body was raising up off the bed, like I was levitating. It was so weird. I felt that before when I wake up, and I feel that, but I never felt that just sitting straight up like that. Today after going to bed, no, it was 2 o'clock this morning. So I went to bed at 2 and then he woke me back up at 3:10 so we could talk some more. I was like, bruh. But it was really good. It was really good. I'm glad. I'm glad I stayed up for a little bit to talk. Talking about some things and resetting some things. And I'm glad I stayed up because I really needed that. Because some things happened today that I really needed that wisdom. And resetting some things. But I was wide awake functioning like until 12:30 p.m. here. And I was like, the party's over. I couldn't see no more. The Bible reading today was Psalms 128, 1 through 2. Hard work is good, but rest is also spiritual. When you break this rule of God, your body will feel it and end up in a hustle culture and more. If if we allow God to be who God is, so we can rest. Okay. So, cause when we rest, God is working. But if I'm working all the time, that means God can't work. The minute I lay down my weapons, God said, good. I was waiting to get into the battle. Okay. He said, I was waiting to get into the battle. Ephah uses the philosophy of the wise thinking that closely mirrors this idea that hard work and character, which is Iwa, and obedience to or surrender to Olodunamar, God, leads to prosperity or overflow. The concept of eating the fruit of one's labor is strongly emphasized. Odu discusses the need to cultivate good character, Iwa, and work diligently to improve prosperity, overflow, and increase, which is Ajay, and to ensure one's labor is not in vain. Meaning, is my living in vain? Come on, 9 o'clock, foo-foo. No, it's not. However, that's why you get a chance to rest. Because once you rest, you work and then you allow God to do his part. Because see, we do everything that we can do and then we let God take over. And then the Quran emphasizes that humans are rewarded based on their efforts and that halal, lawful work is blessed, connecting personal labor to sustenance and family well-being. The Quran also emphasizes that humans are rewarded based on their efforts and that halal, lawful work is blessed, connecting personal labor to sustenance and family well-being. Surah, I'll just say the scriptures, 53, 39 through 40. And that there is not for man except that for which strives and that which effort is going to be seen. The connection is similar to you shall eat the fruit of your labor. This is the highlights of the personal endeavor that is rewarded. But it also says there is a place for rest. Yes, we work hard. Yes, at the same time, we take a moment that we pray, we meditate, we rest. We set it down the labor, we set down the weapons, and we rest. Let God do what we cannot do, and then we get back in. Okay. Symptoms today. Went back through my phone to find any stragglers that I didn't delete last time. Movement began to happen again. I didn't know I had multiple pics in different, like, diverse albums. I knew nothing about. Like, the energy didn't want to leave me alone. Like, I had to use a pro. It was like the energy did not want to get out of my energy. I'm like, I got rid of these pictures, so why are you still here? I had to go through my phone like 5 times. Because it was like the pictures were trying to stay. I deleted them and it was like they come back. I'm just like, this energy really doesn't want to leave. I had to pry it away with a crowbar. It's just weird. But you know. But you say you don't like me, but you didn't want to leave. I cried lots to release pent up emotions and to feel it all. It's not easy, but when it's done, it's done. And when I woke up today, I was like, I'm good. So I'm kind of good. The guy was like, if you cry again, it's okay. He's like, I asked you to do something that was very difficult that most people wouldn't be able to do. I worked out today. I did 120 wall push-ups and 150 crunches. Woo, that burned me down. My devotional time today was Ephesians 3:16 through 18. God has shown us what survival looks like by giving us animals to view. Then he gave us the ability to think higher, better, and clearer than the animalistic nature to destroy and uproot things. If we don't renew or update our minds, Romans 12:1 and 2, from what we see, aren't we animals then? The isms that show up in animalistic nature. Then I told someone no today. I did full research with them while I had them on the phone before going any further. I did research before that, but God told me to do it again with them on their phone. And I was like, that's weird. No, God said, I needed you to do that with them on the phone. So they knew that you knew what they were doing. And I said, well, say less. Because they was trying to do a scam. But I saw the scam because it felt too familiar. But at the same time, they tried to talk me into it. And I said, no, let's look at what your reviews say on Trustpilot. Let's look at what your reviews say on BBB, Better Business Bureau. Let's see what it says. Oh, let's see about Yelp. And there were just too many negative comments. And I was like, you tell me, oh, an old business. Nah, ma'am. No, sir. I kept hearing today. I pay attention to the words that keep coming up every day. Like the last 4 days going back, it was anger. But then I didn't hear or feel anything about anger. Today I kept hearing this word, untamed. I was in a sorority in a past life, and my name was called Untamed Joy. Because no one could take my joy. I was always dancing and happy and finding ways to be happy. And it was very seldom I was upset. Because I truly loved being just happy. And I said, God, I want to get back there again. I've been having to just remove so much from my life and not realizing that my life, I was Captain Marvel, that my whole life was a lie. I didn't know. And I said, how many more people are living on this earth and their life has been a whole lie and they're not living the life they want to live. They're living the life that was given to them. Someone I knew from the past came in my energy and it was gross. They're a spiritual leader and the email came and I was like, and I seen the email and it was just like, and it made me want to puke. Just thinking about it makes my whole body gross. It was gross. It was like a nasty, I didn't even open it. It was just nasty. And I said, so you had this on you the whole time? The whole time? Hypocrisy is coming to the top. Pharisees and Sadducee energy is coming to the top. Even those you love the most, the masks are going to start falling right in front of you. Moses is getting ready to be replaced with Joshua and Caleb. Because Joshua and Caleb aren't afraid for what's in front of them because they've already faced it alone in the darkness. It's time to stand up in your own power. God is changing the guards and it's going to happen quick. If you know what I know, and you've been dealing with what I've been dealing with, get ready and stay ready. I don't know when God is going to move. Only thing I'm going to say is get and stay ready in position. I don't know when it's going to happen. But too many synchronicities came up today, and I'm just saying, stay ready. Everyone gets the opportunity to do their own work and wake up in their own timing. And it was just gross to have somebody that was a spiritual leader come into my emails. I hadn't seen or heard of this person in months. Matter of fact, years. Since I've been going through this process since